Okay, so what we have here, I have two different versions of this. Figure out which one you like the best, you know? So it's like, it's either 5, 7 to an open on the D. So, got a little 5 on the G string, and then an open at the end there. Okay, so I saw a tab that had those little opens in there, but I'd also say that you might not want to do those opens. You might want to go, you might go to a lower note of that 5th fret of the D string, like 5, 7, 5, and then get that 5 with a little bend to that 7, and then don't worry about the open on the way down to the 3, 5, 3, big 5. So you might go, or you might just go, kind of have a chick in between there. 5, 7, 5, 7, 3, 5, 3, 5. So when you get into it and you're jamming it, there's different ways to do it, you know. It's a bluesy thing, so you can kind of feel your way and see what you like to do with it. But those are some of your options there on that opening riff. So the opening riff is going to go 4 times. So the 4th time would be, and then we're going to get into the verse riff. Okay, so it's like one of those like Lagrange kind of bluesy things. So we got bass, and then the middle 2s, we got an A chord here. And we're going to the 3 on the A string to the chord, and the chord is those 2 2s there on the D and G strings. So we got the A bass to the chord, and then the chord again, and then we start going 3, and you can kind of just hit that 2 on the G string. But you can go to the chord, and you can mix it up as you go and make it a little different all the time. Makes it bluesy, right? So we're going 3 to some part of the A chord, either just one note, the A note, 2nd fret of the G string, or like the whole chord. We got the pinky on the 5 on the A string, back to the chord there. So we got. Now the 2nd time we're gonna go. We're gonna hit the big E down to that 2 on the G string, to the G bass note on the big string, the 3rd fret, to part of that A chord. So we got. Okay, so sometimes it sounds pretty slick when you just hit that one note, and sometimes it's cool to mix in the chord as well with it. Now we're going to do the A twice, and we're going to go to D. So we got. So for the D, we kind of just went to the open D, kind of hit that 2 on the G string there, kind of makes that D power chord. So now our power chord is the open D with the 2 underneath it. We got, we're gonna hit that 3, that C note on the A string. We're gonna go to our, we got that 2 in between, and then we got that 5 on the A string. Back to that D power chord, so it's like. Then we're back to the big E string. Open to that 2, to that G over here, and then A again. So the whole verse is like 3, 4. Okay, so we had, when we went to the D, we did like, you know, it was like 2 times through, but it had different endings. Then we're back to the A twice through with both parts, and then we have a little extra bit at the end before we get back to the riff. So it's like the A part is. And then we have an extra little piece So we have the O twos, got the 3 to the 2. Then we're going to slide that 5 to 7 on the A. Puts us right in position for the riff there. So we got. Okay, twice through, we got verse again. 2, 3, and. D. Two times here. Added bit. Okay, then we have another verse, and then when we get to the riff at the end of it, we're gonna go. We're gonna hold that, and then we're gonna hold that one, and then we're not gonna hold. Now we're gonna get into Dickie Betts' solo here. So we had. Once you get that 3-5, you can go to the 3 again, but you're getting ready to think about this lead in. So we're gonna bend that 7 on the G, 5 on the B, bend the 8 on the B, little 5 there, so it's. Get into that 10 real quick up here, so we got. So we have a little pickup note on the 10th fret of the 2nd string before this new measure. And it's gonna go 10, and then the new measure goes 8, 9, 10, back to that 10, 8, 9, 10. We're gonna bend that 10. So in the scheme of things, we got. So we have 2 double 10 bends there. So we had. So we're gonna have a bend on the 10 right to the 8. Then we got 10, 8 to 10 on the 2nd string. Then we're gonna have like a little half step bend on this 8. And then we're gonna have 2 8s real quick with a little bend at the end. So it's like bum, ba-dum, bum, ba-dum, bum, ba-dum. Let me end with a 10, 8, 10. Okay, so we had bum, ba-dum, bum, ba-dum, bum, ba-dum. End of this, we have 8, and then a triplet, 10, 8, 9, and then 10, 10 on the 2nd. So let's look at all that again. We got. So let's check that out again. We got. And then we get into a new riff. We got rest. So we rest on the first one. These are like triplets too. It's like 1 and so it's like 1. Okay, so that was like 2 sets of triplets there. So 1. Now this next part goes 10 on the 2nd, bend the 12 and the little one up and then hit the regular note. 2nd string 12 up and down, 10 to 12. Okay, so it's rest. Okay, we'll take that real slow. So rest. And then we're into a new measure. We got. So we have a bend on the 2nd, bend on the 1st, then a regular 12. So now this one's gonna go bend on the 12, 2nd string, regular note, little 10. And then we have 12 bend, 2nd string to 10 to 12 here. We have 7, 5, and 7 on the D over here. So the whole new part is like rest. Okay, so it's a lot. Let's take it real slow. So rest. Okay, then we're back into our riff. Okay, so the whole solo in context would be. Another verse. Back into the verse, and then that was Dwayne Allman's slide solo right there. So we're not getting into any slide in this lesson. Maybe I'll take a look at that for another one to follow this up if you guys would like. Then we're back into the riff after his slide solo. And then we pause. There's a little drum breakdown, a little bass. We got a little interlude. One. So it'll slide into the 9 on the A, hit the 7 on the D, and then do it again. 9 7 9 7. Then we have a 9 7 on the D. Little half step bend on that 9 on the D. 9 7, bigger 9 there. And then 9 to 9, D to A strings. Okay, so it's 3 4 1. And then some drum stuff, and then we got that dominant 7, raised 9 on the E. We got 7 on the A, 6, 7, 8. We're gonna go bomb. And then wait a while, hit it again. Right into a verse. So that would be the last verse. You're gonna have your riff again. Got an A power chord there. Do some kind of fun little riff there at the end, and there you go. Trouble No More, Allman Brothers from Fillmore East. Okay, so what we got there is C minor pentatonic. Your blues scale on the 8th fret. We're going to slide into the 5th string, 10th fret. So it's 10 on the 5th, and then 8, 10 on the D, and then 8 on the G, back to the 10 of the D. And then we hit those little 11s and slide those down. Do it twice. Then the next one. So it slides up. But here it goes 8, 10, 8. Little bend on that 8 on the G string. Now we have 10 to 10 D to A strings. 8, 10 on the D, and then we're going to hammer that 8 to 10 on the A. We slide that 10 down to 8, hit the 6, and then a couple of 8s on the big string. So you don't have to hit the high one on that one. Let me do it again. It's gonna have a little different ending. Eight, 9, 10. So each one goes down a string. Then do the same thing starting on the A string. And then 7 on the G to 8 on the D. So that last set of that was. Okay, then there's a higher octave to that riff. So this one slides into the 12 with the middle finger on the G string. 11, 13, little 11, back to that 13. And your chord you're going to slide down is 12 and 13 on the G and B. So it's. Okay, so that last 13, 11, little 11, little bend on that maybe. Now this one goes 13 to 12, 11, 13. Now we're gonna hammer into the 12 on the G, slide it down to 10, 8, 10, 10 on the D. So. And then again. And then you do that same lower riff. 8, 9, 10, 8, 9, 10, 7, 8. Okay, then we're gonna have a rhythm for the organ solo. So it's like a C power chord, but you could have that G bass in it. Go down to the B flat. You could also do like a B flat chord, and it's kind of on the upbeat. It's like the 4 and, so it's like 1, 2, 3, 4 and. So it's ahead of the new measure. So that goes like 8 times, and then we're into a riff. Okay, so we have these triplets. So it's set up by one leading triplet from the previous measure. So it's like, and then you get into your 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a, that kind of thing. So it's big 8 to start, and then we have 6, 8, 6. So each one of these is starting on a higher note, going to a lower note. These are great exercises to practice. I talk about these all the time in my lessons and stuff. So it's like, then 8, 6, 8. Jump up to this new position, 10, 8, 10, 8, 10, 8, 10, 8, 10, 8, 10, 8, 10, 8, 10, 8, 10, 8. That's the end of the riff. We're going to go to a new thing right after that. So it's. Okay, then we have the ending thing coming up, but let's try that together. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and. So one more time, 3 and 4 and So we have that of the 4 and right? 3 and 4 and So our last riff there is little 8, 11, 8 on the B string, and then 8, 10 on the G, 8, 10 on the D. So it's. Okay, and then we're into another solo section. This one's going to be C minor 7 to G minor 7, and it's going to change feels. So it's like. It's like more swing feel. It's kind of slower and kind of more swampy and stuff. So it's like. So for soloing on that, you could be in your C minor pentatonic. just kind of jam out on that. Now that riff that we did in the triplets, right, it has a harmony part. And that one, if it had a lead-in note, it'd be this 10 here on the A string. I'm not sure that that one has the lead-in note. It might just go. But anyway, its triplets would start on this 8 on the D. 8, 10, 8, 10, 8, 10, 8, 10, 8, 10, 8, 10, 8, 10, 8, 11, 8, 11, 8, 11, 8. And this one would go 11, 8 to 11 on the second string. So it'd be like. Okay, then we have the ending thing on that. Would be same notes as the other. So sometimes these guys would break apart in harmonies or in different octaves and stuff. And then they would sometimes meet up with the same unison lick to just make everything just come together really awesome. So once again, this would be like a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a. So you got all the way through these two measures, and then you got. Once again, you got that rhythm. Then later we have the same triplet riff. But it's going to have a different ending, right? So we got. Now that's the end of that riff. Now here we're going to jump up to the 11 and 10 on the E string. 11, 13 on the B. 10, 12 on the G. So that's. Now the second one goes. So 11 to 10, hammer on pull off. 11 to a quick slide there, and then same thing to start, and then so 10, 12 on the D, 10 on the G, 10 to 12 on the D again, and then the next time it'd be and then up in there the second time through it starts slowing down to get near the end of the song. Now this second ending is gonna go basically kind of the same thing. And then we got to look at the harmony part of this. The harmony is a little bit different. So the harmony part would be. Now the new ending on this one is 13, 11, and then 13 on the D to 10 on the G, 13 on the A, 10 on the D. So. So that one's a quick slide or hammer on 11 to 13. And then a hammer on pull off, and that 13 on the D, 10 on the G. So it's. And then the first part. And then the ending is 13, 12 on the D. And then on the A, we go 10 and 10 to 12 hammer on. So the whole thing is. And then we go through it again. And then you start slowing down. And then the second ending is just 13, 12, 10 to 12 in the A there. All right, so this is Revival by the Allman Brothers. We're going to have an A chord. We're going to have that D chord with the 4, 2, and 3 with the A bass in it. D with the A bass. So we're going to go. And then E, back to A. So nice and slow, 2, 3, and. Okay, be sure to download the free tabs. It's going to help out a lot on this tune with the strumming and the different leads and everything. You got the harmony leads and everything. So we're going to start out with this first lick. So I had a pull off on the G string, 7 to 5, down to that 7 on the D, and then second string, 5, 8, 8 to 10. So it's. We're going to start out the same. 5 to 8, quick 5 to 6 hammer on the G string. So we got. We do it twice. Now the follow up to that is going to be. Okay, so we had a little 5 to the 8 on the second string. So 5, 5, 8, and then 6, 6, 5 in the second string. And then 5, 6, 8, little 5, 5 in the second, 4 in the G. So the end of the phrase there. So we got. Okay, so that's the higher melody. Okay, and then we go back to the. Do it twice, and then we move on to the next part. Now the lower part that goes with that is going to be. So we got the 7, 5 on the D string, down to the 7 on the A string, and then we're jumping down to the third string, the G string, 5, 7, 7 to 9. So. And the second half goes. 5, 7, 5, 7 on the D hammer there at the end. So. Okay, now its ending part is going to go. Okay, so we had 5s on the second string, 5, 5 to 7 on the G. So. And then 7, 7, 5 on the G, and then 4, 5, 7 to 5 on the second, 2 on the G, 2 on the D. Okay, so we got. And then you're back to. Okay, then we move into a new rhythm we got. Okay, so we have A minor chord, 5, 7, 7 and 5s, B minor, 7, 9, 9 and 7s, C major, 8, 10, 10, 9, 8, 8. Okay, so what we have is we got, we're walking up right away. We're gonna hit 1 B minor at the end of that. And then A, B, C to B. Okay, so B is a little longer and that one gets held a little bit, so. Okay, so it does that same thing twice. Okay, if you want to follow that bass line a little bit, there you go. Okay, then we have a great octave part that happens on that thing. When that thing happens, we got this octave part. It's going to be the E note, 7th fret A string with its octave, 9th fret of the G string. We're going to go. So 7, 9, 10, 9, 10, 9, 10, 9. Talking about the bass note of those two, right? Quick 10, 9 at the end of that. So. And then 7, 9, 10, 9, 10, 12, 9. Okay, so we got. And then. Okay, so we're going to kind of go down a little bit on that scale. We got. And then 7, 9, 10, 7, 9, 5, 7. So as we walk up, we got in the second half of this, we got 7, 9, 10, 7, 9, 5, 7. Okay, so the whole thing, we got. Okay, then we're going to jump up to the 12th fret. 12, 14, 15. So that's actually just like the other part, just in a different fret. Then we have a new harmony guitar thing coming in. We got. Okay, so we got 4 notes right there leading in. 7 on the D string, 4 and 5 on the G, back to that 7. Then we're jumping to the 6th fret of the 2nd string. Going to the 8, 5, 6, 8. So it's 5, 6, 5, and then 7, 5 on the G. Go to that 7 on the D and back. So we got 7, 5 on the 2nd, 5, 7 on the G. A little circle there of things. So we got. So we got 7, 4, 5, 7 to start. 6, 8, 5, 6, 8, 5, 6, 5, and then 7, 5, 7, 5. Then we go 7, 5, 5, 7. So it's. That was first ending, then we go second time through. So second ending is 7 on the G, 5 on the B, 5, 7 on the G, 7 on the D. Okay, now the harmony to all that is. Okay, so we come in the same way. We got 12 on the D, 9 and 10 on the G, back to that 12. And then we go 10 and 11 on the B string here. So we got. And we pivot off that 12 on the G. So we got little 10 back to the 11. So we got. And then 10 on the 2nd. 12, 10, 12 on the G. Just your 10, 11, back to 12 and back. So we got. That's the first ending, then you got. So 10, 11 on the 2nd, 9 to 10 on the 3rd, 12 on the 4th string. Okay, then the octave, the lower one, jumps up to. Okay, I'm not going to go too in depth on that. That's exactly the same thing as the octave off this 7th fret. It's a 19th fret now. So the only thing is the ending to look at. So first ending the same, and then. So we end with 19 on the G, 17 on the B, 17 on the G, 17 on the B, then bend the 17 on the G. So we got. Then we'll go to the 19 and bend that. So we got. And that's also an E chord right in there. Then we have a little fill in harmony. We got. Okay, so that first part is. So we're going up and down on that 12 in the first string to the 9, 12 in the second string. We're going back to that 9, pull off, 12 to 10, down to that 11. And then 10, pull off, 11 to 9, stop on that 11 on the D. Then we're going to jump down here to the 7 and 9, 6, 7, 6 on the G. You got that 9 coming back. Okay, so you got your 9 to 7 and 9, 7 to 9, 7, big 9 over there. So. Okay, and that has a lower one that starts on the second string, 12. Okay, so we start on this 12th fret of the second string. Up and down, pull off to the 10. 11 on the G. You got your 10, 11, 9. And then 9 on the G. Go to that 11, 9, and 7. Then we're going to go to the 5th string. 7, 9. 7, 9 on the D. I think you see what's happening there. And the higher one. Okay, then we move into some new rhythm territory. So here we're going to have A to D to A, and then 2, 4 on the D string to 2 on the G. Okay, second time, A to D, E is that 6, 4, 5 with that A bass. Back to A. You can also go to the A up here. We're going to see that 7, 6, 5, 5 coming in here at the end. You could also go whichever one you like. That's when you got Greg Allman doing some vocals in there. Then we're gonna have a thing come in. Coming out of that 2-4-2 riff. We're gonna come into the, so that was 2, 4 on the G to 2 on the second string. We're going to go 2, 3, 5 on the second string. And then little E string, open 4, 5. Okay, then we're going to have 10, 12 on the second string to little 9. And then 9, 10, 12. And then we're going to have 17 on the second string. 17 to 16, 17. And then we're going to have 17, 19, 21. Okay, so that whole series is. Okay, and then as soon as that last one hits, we got. So that love is everywhere. We're gonna hold that a little bit. And then we have. 3 times of that. A to D, E to the A. Okay, then there's a little breakdown. We got people doing fills. So the fill for the guitar is. So it's like 6 on the G to 7 on the B string. Back. 5, 7, 5. 6, 5. 6 to 4. 2 to 4 to 2. That kind of a thing. There's another one that goes. There's another. It's like on an acoustic guitar. Okay, and then we got that. Okay, 3 times at the end, we got that riff. We're all done. Revival, Allman Brothers, great stuff, great harmonies. Talk to y'all soon. Okay, that'll go 8 times. Now the harmony for that is up here. Okay, so the first one is 7 on the D string and then down to the 7-5 on the G. And you got to pull off on the D, 7-5, 7 on the A. Okay, and that's the riff. So, and this is actually in 7-8. So I'll just give you a regular 3-4 count. So 3, 4. Okay, let's try this one up here. 3, 4. And this one is 11s. 11 on the D, 11-9 on the G, and then when you go to the lower note, you got to hit that 12th fret of the A string. So 3, 4. Okay, then we have a new part that's going to go. Okay, so we got 7 twice on the D here. We got these 2 5s, G and B strings. Okay, so 7, 7, 5, 7 after that first part. That part's gonna go 5 on the D to 7 on the A. So 3, 4. Now at the same time that riff is going, you got this high riff. We're gonna go bump, 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 bump. So it waits for the first beat to hit, bump, bump. And you got this A, 7 sharp 9, 12, 11, 12, 13. Kind of a Hendrixy, kind of Purple Haze chord. So bump, 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 bump. You have a 13 on the second string and a 14 on the G string. So 3, 4, bump, 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 bump. That just does the lower octave, 10 on the D, 12 on the A. So 3, 4, boom, boom. Okay, then we get into a D7 chord, 5, 7, 5, 7, 5. You could do a D9 if you want, 5, 4, 5, 5, 5. So we get in like a... We get into a, this is the only kind of lead fill I'm really going to show you. There's so many riffs in this without even getting into the leads and it's all just like A minor pentatonic and sometimes A major pentatonic type stuff. So we're going to have. So that's our little fill here. We got the unison bend. We got the 8th fret of the 2nd string, bending the 10 of the G. So you got a couple 8s there. 8 to 7. Couple 7s, slide down to those 5s. 5, 5, 7, 5 on the G. And you go all the way up to that octave of the A there, 14th fret of the 3rd string there. So we got. Okay, something right around in there. And then we got this riff again. The boom, boom, dum, 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 dum. Now we have E7 sharp 9. 7, 6, 7, 8. We're gonna go. So da-dum, 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 dum. 6 to 7 on the A. And then we have this new riff. Okay, so it's 7 to 9 on the G. To the 8 there, I suggest using these fingers because it kind of helps you get back and forth easier. Then down from 9 to 7 to 5. To that 7 on the D string, so 5 on the G. We're going to bend that 7 on the G. Second time we go 5 to that 7 on the D there. So first one again. And then the last one goes dee-dum, bum. So that was 7, 5. Okay, and then we got a verse. So I'm hitting like the lower end of an A major chord. Ba-dum, bum on that A raised 9. So 3, 4. So this is our verse. 4 times of that. D7, same kind of beat. Back to the A, twice. E7 sharp 9 hits. 3, 4. Ba-dum, 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 bum. 6 to 7. Then we got that riff. Another verse. There's fills in there, so you could practice your minor pentatonic and major pentatonic licks in there, filling in those fill spaces and stuff. And then we got that riff again. Now we have a solo section. We're going to go A7 chord. And then we do the D7 or the D9. We're going to go. So we got faster hits on the D. And then riff again. Another verse. Turn around. Riff again. Another verse. Turn around. Okay, then we got a drum breakdown. So let's take that little riff right there and take it real slow. 3, 4. Okay, and like I said, we have some drums. Then we're gonna have okay, so it's 5/5, bending that 8. That's all on the second string. bend it down, pull off to that 5, so, and then 8, and then bend it. That's the first part, and then it's all the same, but we're gonna bend that 7th fret of the G. Third part is same stuff, and then okay, so that third part again was 7, 5, 7 on the D. Okay, so the whole thing. Okay, and then we have the beginning riff. And of course that goes with that harmony. Okay, and then we got the and that goes with the bump bump ching, bump bump. And then we got the D. Bump 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 bump. Then we got those E hits. One more time with that big riff. Now this time, instead of going to that F chord, it's almost like they kind of got a little Freebird type of ending on this thing. And then G, a little walk up of chords there. Don't know who got who, which from who, you know. And then we're gonna get into triplets on the A7. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and a 2 and a... And there's some jamming out on the guitars and stuff. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4. And it fades out. Okay, so let's go back through a couple of these things. I want to take that nice and slow, that intro riff. 3, 4. And let's try this higher one, 11th fret. 3, 4. Okay, and then we got the let's try that 3, 4. And that goes with a bump bump ding, bump 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 ding, bump 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 bump. Then you go to D7, but you also had that riff. Something like that. Okay, and then once again, these hits here was 3, 4. So it's kind of a down, up, down, up, down, down. 6 to 7. And then, of course, we did that riff. Here goes the ending. And then A7 triplets and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. All right, Black Hearted Woman by request for Robert. Thanks, Robert. Allman Brothers, always great stuff. Talk to y'all soon.